Are we there yet?
Yep, we are. Hey, everybody, welcome to Live with Sundays with TRM. We're super excited to have you guys here. Whew, it is, we just realized that it has been a year as of, is it as of today or is it the 17th, Martine? That we have been going live for a year doing this show on Sundays. It was the
This month.
17th. It's this month that we've been doing this for a year. So we're super excited that you guys have given your time to us every single Sunday, and we have seen careers done and opened and businesses opened, and
Blossomed.
we are, it's been all the things have happened with us. So we are happy that that has happened and that Talya and I started off scared, two scared people with a thermal cinch, not knowing what we were doing. We didn't even know how to hit the button. We didn't know what we were doing. We did not, Talya, we didn't know what we were doing.
It was tragic.
It was
It was
tragic.
tragic.
Our down cameras weren't perfect. You guys had to tell us. Can you push that up a little bit? Can you give it a little bit more light? We didn't know what we were doing. We just came
No idea.
on and we just had ourselves a good time crafting and creating for a while. We didn't know if we were going to be on every single Sunday. We just did an unboxing of the thermal cinch, and we just kept coming and kept coming and kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. And then someone came and they were just helping out in the background, and they kept coming to help out in the background and kept coming to help out in the background. And then we were like, we need to be a team. So it was just Sundays with Talya and Regina. And then we decided we needed to have a team. And then it became the TRM team. And we have been going on since then. And when Martine came, she streamlined us and we went up from there, boy. She was like, you guys,
Martine got us organized because we was all,
we was
it was
up there. It
organized chaos, is what it was. It was
was organized
organized
chaos.
chaos. Okay.
We didn't
What
know
it
what
was.
time we was coming on.
Martine was like, well, can I make a suggestion? What if we do this? We was like, oh, that's a good idea, Martine. Yeah, let's do that. Because we was like every week running around like our hair was on fire. Every week.
Every
Every week.
week. It was
She got
like,
us together, is what happened. But we also had someone else that's been here from the beginning. Mr.
we
William
did.
McCraney has been here with us from the beginning. William said,
Yep.
hey, let me tell you something. Y'all got something special going on over there. I want to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Okay.
What you got?
Yep.
Y'all got something special going. I'm coming. We
And
was like,
William
oh, you
came
got all these GPTs. Let
every
us
single
showcase your GPTs, William.
yes.
He was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Well, I
And
And he's
appreciate
been
it.
here
William
ever since.
William has been here ever since. William was like, yeah, he didn't have a clue what we were gonna do. William did not. He didn't have a clue what we were gonna do, but he just sat there and said,
His thoughts were this, you know what? As long as y'all don't embarrass me, we're gonna be okay. All right. Y'all not gonna embarrass me, right? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. He knew we wasn't gonna embarrass him though, but he didn't. He just gave us free reign. He was like, y'all just do y'all. And we was like, well, what does that look like?
mm-hmm,
It could
absolutely,
go either way there, William. It could go either way. But
absolutely,
we are so
absolutely.
happy that after a year you're still hanging in here with us. Okay. So we gotta be
Oh
doing
yeah.
something right. You're still here
Where
with
else was I going to go?
Oh, thank you, William.
you got plenty of places. But we're
Thank you
glad you're
so
here.
much. We appreciate you. So it's always been so um nice to have you on the show, and your consistency, showing us your consistency offline, with how you did with your Etsy shop and how you are consistent with your posting, helped us become consistent as well. And then bringing in Martine, helped us be even more consistent. Um, because I saw someone say consistency in the chat. It just it one thing led to another, 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 and building our audience. It's been a journey. So we really appreciate every single person who has come along with us on this journey, every single week. It's been very, very eye-opening, and allowing us to blossom as creators, and to grow this show, has been a gift that has kept on giving. So we really, really, really appreciate it. We really do. But William, we're going to talk about you a little bit
Grateful,
later on the
grateful.
show. So we really appreciate you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate
Hmm.
you too.
As you guys know, I love, 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 love to talk to someone in the audience. But before I do that, there is something that we do every single week. It's called the wheel, because we give away GPTs, sometimes seats to a class or two. So Martine, can you let the people know about the wheel?
Absolutely. In the chat, I have dropped a link to the prize wheel. So at the end of this call, we'll have some prizes. You do have to be present to win. 7:45 p.m. Central Standard is when it closes. So if you haven't submitted, you haven't shared by then you'll miss out this week. You have to try again this week. Now, here's how this works. There are 3 different ways you can enter. The first way is by filling out the form that you see in the Facebook chat and in the Zoom chat. So make sure you fill that form out. Also, you can share tonight's live. The best way that we can help each other, and it doesn't cost us a dime, is just simply by hitting that share button. So make sure you're hitting the share button for tonight's live. And also, it has to be in a public group, or the post has to be public for me to see it. Okay. And then the third way that you can get on the prize wheel is by joining TRM Learning. TRM Learning is our Patreon subscription. We have 3 tiers, and within those 3 tiers, we offer a collection of services, including classes, GPTs, and art. Also, we do have a free tier. And right now we have about almost 30 pieces of free content that we make available to our community in addition to our paid offerings. So if you are not in the ministry of joining as a paid Patreon, no worries. We're still here to support you with Sundays through TRM and in our Patreon. So make sure that you become a member of the Patreon. Just click on the 3 dots to the right and it'll say, do you want to join as a free member? And you'll be able to join as a free member. Okay. So glad to be here. Before I hop off, Talya, Regina, you know where my heart's at. I appreciate you guys for creating space. It's hard to be a woman, to be well, for me to be a Black woman navigating spaces, and being very uncertain if you're going to be accepted. You know, sometimes you come in late to a thing. You know, is it the best decision? And you guys never made me feel like I was not unwelcomed or was not part of the team. So I'm glad to be here to celebrate the 1-year anniversary. And to the person that said consistency, hey, I just hope that you guys we're modeling for you what it's going to take to help you move your thing to the next level. We are real dogged about like making sure that we're here doing the thing week after week after week, because we understand the power of that. So I did want to say that. All the links are in the chat. Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up, Stephanie. I'm going to drop that in the chat right now. As always, we are looking for panelists. And being a panelist on Sundays with TRM is something we don't take lightly. We take a lot of pride in being able to have all of our panelists come on each week. I'm going to drop the link in both Facebook and Zoom so that you guys can become one of our panelists. Panelists get a lot of benefits. I don't think people realize, in addition to many of our panelists, I won't say every because I don't have data to prove that, but many of our panelists have some, they do some kind of conversion. So they usually make some sales, but also their links remain live on our YouTube channel long term. Often when we are in other spaces, we're talking to other people, we go live at different times, we go to that same YouTube channel and go pull, y'all remember such and such did a GPT? We're going to reintroduce that GPT back into our spaces. So there are just a lot of benefits to becoming a panelist. And if you're scared, then you really need to do it, because this is going to be the safest space for you to do it in, to kind of get your feet wet. So when you are on your own consistency journey, you'll have what you need to get started. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Martine. And yes, when you came in, it wasn't, you know how someone can come in and it can be a rocky, like, and then you start, it was not that with us. It was, Martine came in seamlessly and then we just flowed on. And I just really appreciate the fact that she was able to come in and bring missing pieces to our journey. And we were able to build upon that and keep on going. And with that said, Erica said something before the call that I want to bring her up, because I want to bring her up. So I want to talk to her about this because I truly believe in authenticity. And Erica happens to be one of those people that she is authentic to her journey and her journey as a business, as a person on her page. She has been very transparent about what's going on in her life and on this show. I was telling her how beautiful her makeup was. And Talya said that, she was going to see her husband. And she said he doesn't care about the makeup. He likes me with or without the makeup, just as long as I leave the house intentional. And and I feel like that is what we are all missing in our businesses, right? So we're not all doing our businesses intentionally. We are just throwing things up against the wall and hoping that they stick. And that is what TRM was built for us to be very intentional about our business. So, the thing that I love about you, Erica, is that the things that you do and the things that you show online, number one, you do your research,
Mm-hmm.
you spend your money very intentionally. And I
Yes.
think, can you talk to that? Because a lot of people are spending their money haphazardly. And in this economy, we cannot do that right now. So can you talk to that about how you made that decision as a business owner right now and why you are doing that?
Well, one of the things I've learned in my 15 years of marriage, I had my husband, my son, two of his sons. Then my
Mm,
husband, 2 years into our marriage, had a stroke and he was on disability, and our income went like that. So I had to always be careful about where I was spending money when I'm raising three boys. And
right.
so when I came into this space, I noticed there were all these classes, this, that, and the other, and it's always cool to want to learn the new shiny thing. But I had to figure out what I wanted to do and what classes were going to get me to where I want to go. And I've really put that into practice, especially like end of last year and this year. And I'm learning the things. There are things that I want to learn that I haven't spent money on because that's not my goal right now. I would love to take the class, but I am purposely taking classes that are going to help me do what I'm on my way to doing now. Like the other night, Misha Nicole had how to build Canva landing pages, which I was just trying to learn how to build landing pages. I was like, okay, the Lord dropped that into my lap. So I said, well, I'll catch up on Talya's Reels class later. I'm gonna go take this class by Misha Nicole. Even though I didn't want to spend that money, I knew it would be what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. I'm trying to keep from looking at all the shiny new things
Mm-hmm.
because man, the way my life is going, you talk about being transparent.
Yeah.
My husband is not long for this world, and when he goes away, I lose $1,100 a month. I got to find a way. I don't have time to be grasping for shiny new things. I got to buckle down and determine what I'm going to do.
Right.
So that's why I look at the long term and then figure out, okay, this is what I'll do. Now, if I have some extra money, okay, maybe I'll take something. Like I took William's class to make the videos and stuff. That was purely fun. I mean, I'm sure I'll use it one day, but it was purely fun for me. I just wanted to know how to do it. It doesn't fit into my business model right now, but it will eventually.
What I'm hearing from you is that you are doing foundational things that will build upon your business to move forward. So taking classes is not necessarily the big shiny object, but the classes that you take, one class builds on the next class, builds on the next class, builds on the next class. So you are moving through your business intentionally rather than going, oh, this is a trend, I'm going to take that class. Oh, this is a trend, I'm going to take that class. But no, you're going to, like you did with the Canva frames, right? So you did Canva Frames 1, Canva Frames 2. So now that you have all that stuff taken care of, you now have a complete set of things for yourself.
Right.
Instead of jumping from this, that, or the other, where you feel disjointed with your business, you now have a foundation for your business. Is that what I don't want to,
No, that's right. So now,
Okay.
now I decided to learn sublimation. Those Canva frames are going to come in handy with sublimation. The Midjourney classes you teach how to generate these images. I just used an image from Midjourney 7 on the Tumblr I made yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So,
Right.
I mean, it was for myself, but that's not the point. I can still use it as advertisement.
Right.
So
Right.
everything that I've already known, I'm like, yeah, we can make pretty pictures. What can I do with these pretty pictures? So now that I was able to get the sublimation stuff and the supplies I needed, I'm like, okay, I can do this with them. And I can also, from the landing page class, I'm planning a class. I made a landing page last night from the class I took on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's going to help me advertise my class.
And then with all the new things that are happening with Canva, with the landing page, now you're up with the new stuff that's happening with that because you took that class. So it all kind of aligned itself together, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so actually sitting, listening, being quiet, you were able to be right in the right space at the right time.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I think us as entrepreneurs, we spend so much time being in something, we miss our thing.
Yes. And that's what I was trying to find, my thing. What is my?
Right.
And so that's how it's all coming together.
I love that, Erica. That's why when I heard you, when you said that, I wrote that down. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring her back up because I think the audience needs to hear that because especially as we move into the summer, there's going to be all these things going on, right?
Save your coins.
You need to save your coins
Yes.
and be very intentional about what you're doing.
Exactly. Intentional for sure.
So I'm at the point now where I'll see a class and I'm like, okay, it's money making time, not money spending time. Do I really need this class?
Absolutely.
Probably not. I'll be able to get it later from this person or from somebody else, but this is not the time for that. I had to really buckle down.
There are certain things that as you move through your businesses and as we talk about classes that are coming up, and then we're going to be talking about classes, I want to really buckle down on foundations, things that are foundational for you as your business. When people are talking about classes, make sure that it's not a one and done, that there's repetition happening where you are learning things that are complete and all the way done. Because what's happening is we are going to these classes, we are forgetting everything, and we don't learn and don't complete that flow.
And we don't watch our replays.
Come on, Erica. Come on. You better say that. We don't watch the replays. We don't finish the task. We have all these prompt guides. We really need to go and complete that thing.
Yes.
So it's time to be intentional. And if we're spending this money, we need to be intentional.
Yes.
And we need to have a deal when we're doing it. We need to have a deal.
Listen. I'm like, okay, when Misha Nicole offered that class about the Canva landing pages, I was like, okay, how much she charging? And it said 47. I said, well, look, I can't get this no cheaper than, you know what I'm saying?
You are not. Not from a good teacher. So I will say
she's a
that
good teacher. Right.
Misha Nicole is an amazing teacher.
She is.
And look, I would have been in there too if I wasn't teaching a class that night. I would have been right in there with you.
Like, I got to
But
spend this
our classes were at the same time.
Yeah.
I was up here trying to build a landing page in my WordPress and on my website, but I didn't like the way it looked. I needed to look better than that. So I figured I'll do something. I did. I had to put Martine's frames and the Illustrator on the back burner, but I'm coming around to it because I got to do stuff for Mother's Day. But at least I have the information already. And I did pay attention when Martine was teaching it. So I still have the information. I know I'm going to use it. It wasn't a waste. My TRM Tier 3 membership is not a waste at all.
Well, and Erica, we have a co-working session Wednesday of this week, and I'm actually we do our co-working sessions differently, but I'm gonna bring that back up and do like a little high level review, just so that we're starting to get our mind wrapped around for the third part of that series. So you're right on time.
And that's what it seems like. Everything for me in this season has been happening right on time, and I know it's the Lord. It has to be. Because nothing has ever worked out so smoothly. It didn't. I mean, I came on TRM, and all of a sudden I have all these ideas for GPTs I didn't have before. I'm like, what's going on? Awesome. Then, you guys are offering the classes that I need. Then my birthday was just a couple weeks ago. People who don't normally give me money gave me money so I could get my sublimation printer. I could get my tumbler press. I could get my easy press. Those kind of things. And I'm saving money. Sorry, my husband's not home. I save money on food. So I had money so I could order that bigger heat press. So I'm just getting all these things lined up. And it's money-making season and not class-taking season.
Because you are in your flow.
Mm-hmm.
You are in your flow.
Yes.
You went from learning to production.
Yes.
And you're in your flow. So now that you have your TRM Tier 3, you have the work sessions where you can come in, you have accountability that can push you forward because you're in that flow. That is your season where you're in right now. And I love that. I love that. I think every time we have these conversations at the beginning of the show, it's something that everyone needs to hear, because a lot of people are in those seasons and they don't even know it, Erica. They think that they still need to learn, they need to learn, they need to learn. But some people are in the seasons where they need accountability. They need to be in a working session. They need to be with a group of people who are moving in that direction.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I am. I never attended co-working sessions before, but now I'm like, I pretty much probably need to do that now.
Right.
And it's so hard. Like when I first came on the scene and everybody's following Misha, you want to do all the things. Like everything she did, you wanted to do, but then you're not focused on what you need to do. Maybe she's doing PLRs, or maybe that's not what you do. Because I tried. I was like, listen, I can't be redesigning stuff. Look, I can't.
You're like, it's not.
I can't. It's not my ministry. I mean, I could work at it later, but that's not what's gonna make me my money. You know what I'm saying? So I had to determine what I could do, what I was interested in doing, what God wants me to do, and let that be it. And whatever comes out of that is what's supposed to come.
I completely understand. You know me. You've
like you found your alignment is what that looks like.
Right.
You found your alignment.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I will punt in a minute. I'm like, that is not me. Whoop. Here you go.
I did that yesterday. Somebody, I had helped somebody, one of my friends, I sat through, we did a Zoom where we made a tumbler together because she's a visual learner and she wanted me to show her. Fine. So then she posted, I had taught her and posted the tumbler she made, and somebody's in my inbox, well, can you print my sublimation images for me? I was like, well, sure. I'm looking up ChatGPT. How much should I charge for sublimation images? Right? So then she says she has a sublimation printer, but she hasn't touched it. And I'm like, wait, hold up. I said, what printer do you have? Her printer is better than mine. Like, I got to save up to buy this printer. I was like, no, ma'am, I'm not printing you nothing. I'm going to send you a couple videos and you go and work it out. And if you need help, then you can ask me. But I could have just said, yeah, send me your images. I'm going to print them for you. But that's not how I operate. I want everybody to have their, if you have the equipment, use it, man.
Right.
Thank me
Right.
for that. And hopefully she'll do it. Cause I was like, listen, I wish I had the printer you have. You know? I was
Yeah.
like, no, ma'am, get watching the videos and hook up that printer and get it together. That's it.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Erica. I love having these, especially having these conversations with you because you are always so open and transparent, and everybody loves having you talk about what's going on. And
Thank
this was great. So thank you once again for being on the spotlight because anytime you come on, I know that you're
Listen, I'm
always.
prepared now. You did it to me enough. I'm prepared. I'm like, okay, who's she picking this week? Maybe I'll win something this week now.
She's like, maybe it's Erica's turn. It's Erica's
Yes.
turn. All right, lady. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna put you back down
Okay.
into the audience. All right, Martine, you are up.
So I was like a kid in the candy store this week watching Canva Create. Put a 1 in the chats if you watched Canva Create this past week. Put a 1 in the chat. Yeah, I see the ones coming in. Wasn't it wonderful? Oh my gosh, y'all. It was so it was so good. It was so just outrageously good. I've been watching, they've been doing this every year for the last 3 or 4 years or so, and they just outdo themselves year after year after year. This one was different and it impacted me different. I think kind of similar to Erica, just because I'm in a different place in my life and in my business in particular. And I looked at this differently. So I want to talk a little bit about it today, but I'm actually going to be talking about it all week during morning motivations on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I wanted to at least, so we're gonna do it Sunday too. Let's talk a little bit about Canva Create. So, let me know in the chats, what's the one feature, tool, thing that you're into, that you've gotten excited about? Like, what have you been doing with the new Canva things? I just want to know. I'm not a coder, so I personally jumped right into the coding piece. I've been playing around with the coding. I put my old resume in there. Oh my God, what it did with my old resume. Hey, if you work with me, I'm not leaving. I was just fiddling. Don't be messy. Okay. So I did that. I think I saw Kelly, didn't you do like some games? If you created something that you want people to test out, drop it in the chat. All right. So if there's anything that you played with, you created, and you want us as a community, all of us, to tinker with it, drop it in the chat. We would love to tinker with the things that you created and give you some feedback if you want it. I have been so Canva's been around since like 2013, 2014, something like that. I've been using it since 15. So basically, since its inception, I've grown with it. I'm telling y'all now, if I could work for that company, I would. They're a good company from the outside all the way in. You don't get to say that about a lot. Kelly, if you want people to test out what you got, please feel free to drop it in the chat. Kelly made some games and things. Let's see. So let me look at the chat. All right. Shanique, contact help desk with Canva to see if they can figure out your code stuff. So it looks like you guys are liking landing pages. Y'all are getting in the sheets. Come on, sheets. Come on, sheets. Yes. Yeah, okay, y'all have been toying with, so y'all know with TRM, I do a lot of some of the Canva design work. And so I love this idea that I could have a header and a 8x5 and 11 and a TikTok shape, all like document size. I was like, yes, that's gonna save me a ton of time and files. Okay. So I'm super excited about that. Creating more than one smile of content. Yep. And the coding. Let me go look on Facebook. Let me see what you guys said in. Let me see. Creating new. Okay, so everybody's loving the creating new pages in different sizes. Okay. I think that's Nazetta. Styles. Tell me what link you're looking for. Yes, I love the being able to do all of, like, you could create your, let's say you have a Etsy product. You can create the Instagram post, the mock-up that has to be in a different format for Etsy, and everything all in the same place. And I'm super, super excited about being able to do that. Oh, Denicia, great question. So Denicia's question was, and I was going to show you guys at least the way I learned how to do it. I'm going to share my screen just quickly. The question that we have in the chat is like, how do you go about accessing all the new things? Everything that they talked about, there are about 5 to 6 things they talked about that are not available yet. Some of them are related to Canva video, but for the most part, most of them are ready. So I'm on my home page. I do have a pro account, and up at the top, there's a gift box and there's a play button. When I click on the gift box, it actually takes me to this section, and then I can look at all of the new features, learn about them, try them. They didn't even talk about it, but there are a whole bunch of new apps that you can use. You can get badges and really level up your skills. I'm definitely going to be going through this track because some of this stuff that they're doing is okay. So here's what I realized. Some of it is so new that like they're not even tutorials out because we're all having to learn the tools. Maybe 2 people know how to use it. All right. So that's one way. So go at the very top. And if you don't have these 2, I would contact support because they playing. They know we want to play with these tools. I would contact support and say, hey, can I get access to the tools? I'm really wanting to dig in. Ask. It does not hurt. The other thing you can do is you can play this little announcement, and it'll take you through a little video presentation, and it'll tell you your number. Does anybody know what number they are? Can y'all tell? What's y'all number? I was 2093. 2093. That was my number. What was y'all numbers? Can y'all tell me y'all numbers in the chat? Let's see. So Erica, and I didn't have an envelope. I didn't have envelopes, but here, okay, here's a little secret. Every year, Canva opens at 12 Central. Go into Canva about an hour ahead of time, and everything is there. Most of it's there. So I went in. That's why my number was so low. Talya, what was your number? You remember your number? Regina, what was your number?
Mine was 7208.
Come on, 7208. You remember your number?
And I did have an envelope, and that's the reason why I snuck up and found it, because I was doing something in Canva, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I just clicked it, and then it popped up. I was like,
yeah, they always make it an experience.
So
it's always an experience. Okay, see, looking at the numbers y'all dropping in, there's still time. Go to the home page, go to the very top right, and you should see either an envelope, a play button, a gift box, and that can you can access those new tools that way. That's at least that's what I have on my screen. They said the first 1 million people. I don't think they've gotten to. No one like if they had gotten to 1 million at this point, people would be complaining. They're not at 1 million yet. They're not at 1 million. If they were, it would be shots fired because people are complaining. Go ahead, Stephanie. It'd be shots fired. Go ahead, Stephanie.
So I I guess somehow I must have an old account or opened up a new account or something, and I have just a little bit of something on that page. But that's the page that it keeps telling that it's like it's the master or whatever of all my other stuff, and I can't, all the stuff that I have created is in a different account, and that's not unlocked. And so I'm trying to figure out how to combine those accounts or what I need to do
Yeah,
for that.
you do need to contact support. You need to you absolutely, because you just need to make sure everything that matters to you is under the right ownership. Because Canva's made some changes, and so depending on your subscription, if certain
I can't
accounts
even see my subscription information,
right, because you're in there as a team member on your, so you're not in your master team account.
Even in that account, I can't see it.
Yeah, something squirrely. You need to
Yeah.
contact support and make sure everything gets
They got a
moved to
phone
your
number?
master account. They
I
do
need a
not.
phone number.
They're email only. They're email only. Okay, good, Denise. I'm glad you found it. Have fun. This is a play season. This is an experimentation season. You know, just like everybody else, all these other folks who are rocking and rolling and teach Canva, we're already starting to start having our own internal downloads about how we can use the new tools. But you know, here at TRM, we've been in Canva. Talya has taught several Canva-centric classes, and I am in the middle of a series of Canva Frames classes. Put a 1 in the chat if you've made a Canva frame since joining the Canva Frame series this last couple of months. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been able to make a Canva frame. All right, so I'm going to pull up a few things that I want to share with you. We've been going, so part of my TRM experience has been, well, let me start here. Like Regina said, here at TRM, we are about building foundations and stacking them so that over a long period of time, you can grow. We don't want you to come in, learn a thing, and walk away. We want you to come in and learn the first thing. Then we're going to give you some time and work with you. Then the second thing. Then we're going to give you some time and work with you. And then the third thing. Then we're going to come in and work with you. So we are big on layered instruction. Okay, so that you can grow. You can grow in a way that's real and authentic. So got a couple things that I want to share with you. They don't even know if y'all are here. Surprise! All right, so we've been doing a series on Canva frames. I know that places like Etsy, et cetera, they've been showing out as far as removing our things. But one of the things they actually have not been removing are Canva frames. They haven't been removing that. There have been no issues with Canva frames. So if you're looking for a solid entry point, Canva frames is it. Here are some of our Canva frames that came out of some of our students, and I just wanted to share with you guys. Make sure you have access to their products and resources. This is from Dion. She did a paintbrush collection. So if you're like, hey, listen, I don't have time, that's okay. We got you. We've got folks who are making these things and are prepared to provide it to you as a service. So if time is not on your side, don't beat yourself up. Connect with some of these folks. Y'all, as soon as I can find the chat box, I will drop it in the chat. This one is from Dion. She actually created several sets of frames at different styles and shapes. Just so you know, brush stroke is trending right now. Okay, so brush strokes are trending right now. A lot of designs out there, but they're waiting on you. They're waiting on you. Monica did this beautiful set of headdress styles. I want to show you these. Absolutely beautiful. And this is what I love to see. Baby, it's in carts. Okay, in carts. And let me explain something to you. Let me give y'all some tea. This means I know she's been talking about her product in some way. It also makes the algorithm go, oh, people are interested in it's in people's carts, so we'll push it out more. It's also possible, I don't know, but it's also possible that she might be running some ads. So those of you that are new to the Etsy space, it takes a combination of things. You talking about what you made and why it benefits an audience. Coming to places like TRM and talking about it helps. So she already got some in carts. My hope is that they go from carts to process. All right. And the third one that I found, this is actually a physical product, and this is from Scherloyn with Essence of Expression. So she took what she learned and actually pushed it out into a physical product that can be purchased. And I think she actually has a couple of these t-shirt designs. There may be different sizes. All right. I'm going to drop all these links in the chat for you. Please feel free to check them out. If you know that time is not on your side, invest in the people that have already created these items so that you can keep moving in your business and in the work that you're doing. I can't find anything. All right. So I'm gonna drop these in the chat. Just wanted to they didn't know that this was happening. So surprise! I don't know if any of them in the room and they've got anything they want to add to these products or what they learned from the class. Totally up to you, because I just put you on the spot.
Monica just put thank you in the chat.
All right, I got you, sis. I got you. So, those of you that want to level up your Canva green, listen. Here are the things I know. As long as you're following Etsy's policies, Canva frames are not getting hit with the AI stuff, because it doesn't read as AI, it reads as clip art. Okay, so it falls within that clip art category. So that's the thing. We're in a series, and so I just wanted to go over with you what these classes are and where you can effectively come in. The first class is available. All you need is Canva. All you really need is Canva. You don't need anything else but Canva. Okay. I call this everyone can create a Canva frame. That's what this level 1 class is about. It's an entry into making Canva frames, and you don't need any special tools. Okay, so that's the level 1 class. It is coming as a replay, but if you're wanting to do this, and at least have a basic understanding and be able to make a Canva frame, I got you. All right. Level 2 is way more technical. Okay, and you have to have Adobe Illustrator. Okay, this is a build-up class, so this is giving you what you need to build up into the final class, right? All we did in level 2 was create a Canva frame in Adobe Illustrator. We learned a couple different ways to do it, and it allows you to make high quality and complex frames. All right, so if you want to make a lot of the frames that you bought or you've seen other places, you want to do alphabet frames, that's the class. Okay, and then the last class, woohoo! I know my Patreon folks and other students are excited. This is the coup de grace. All right, final class in this series. It is how to create Canva frames with your AI art. Okay, this is requiring us to stack tools. So there are quite a few tools that you're going to need. But Monica's actually discovered a way to at least make a Canva frame with your AI art, but it won't be as technical. But she's figured out a way, so she'll be sharing that in that last class. Otherwise, we will be learning how to make a more complex frame. You're going to need Canva, Adobe Illustrator, iPad Pro, Procreate, and an Apple Pencil. I don't ever say stylus because I don't own a stylus. I don't know. But you can get one and tell me if it works. I don't know. So I always just reflect back what I actually have. Okay. All 3 of these classes are available as standalone classes. If you join the Patreon, you will get level 3 included with your Patreon subscription. Okay. But I did include some coupon codes. When I run out of codes, I'm just out of codes. So make sure, if you've been wanting to learn Canva frames, if you know you don't have all the tools, get level 1. If you have all the tools listed, get level 2 or level 3 based on what it is you want to do. Highly lucrative area. People make between $2,500 to $4,500 a month selling Canva frames. So it's definitely something that you can do and can be lucrative. On average, per product, people make between $200 to $300, up to $400 a month per Canva frame product if they're aggressive about selling it. They're talking about it, and they're running ads on it. Okay, if those things are in place, there's some folks out there who do quite well selling Canva frames. Last year for Mother's Day, the mom with all the frames, that was a hit. Everybody wanted one. It's gonna probably be the same way this year. Keep your eyes open, people. Keep your eyes open. I think that's it for me. I'll go over to Facebook and drop these links and classes over there as well, if you need.
Well, thank you, Martine. I love, for me, Canva Frames was like, ugh, I was not doing one. I was very vocal about the fact that I was not going to do a Canva frame. In her first class, I was able to create a Canva frame, especially the brush stroke. And that was such a trend. I was able to go in. She took it step by step. I was able to do it. It was easy. And she went over. And the thing that I love about Martine as an instructor is that she goes over it once, twice, another time, and for the people in the back. And I was the people in the back, way, way in the back, because I came in with and then I'm going to use a corporate term, an inherent bias against Canva frames. So instead of listening, I was trying. You guys, and you guys are me. I wasn't listening. I was trying because I thought I knew and I didn't know. So I had to stop, readjust, and then actually listen to what she was saying, and then I got it. So she is an amazing instructor, and then she just builds on top. So she was the first Canva Frames was a foundational, then the next one built on top, and now we're going into the stratosphere, and I'm really excited because we are going to bring out we're going into my favorite software on her next class. So I'm super excited about that. In what it is when you're dealing with TRM as a group, everything is foundational. We build on top of one another. It is why we are such a good pair together and why the TRM Tier 3 is the best bang for your buck, because all three of the classes are included for one class from each one of us every single month, including the GPTs, including the art, including the work sessions. All of those things are included in the tier 3. And this time, Talya taught a Reels class. Once again, I was a person in the back. I said I was not going to do Reels. I don't like them. I didn't want to do them. They weren't automated enough because I'm kind of a snob as far as automation is concerned. Unless it doesn't move fast, I don't want to do it. I don't want. I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest. Here, I am Regina, and I like everything micro, quicko, popcorn, make it happen fast.
Pop tart.
Pop
Pop
tart
tart.
fast. Yep, I sure am. I'm working on that. That's part of my personality. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Uh, but in her Reels class, she was able, for me, I was able to put a video and different parts together all in one thing. And I didn't feel like I wanted to throw my computer through my window that is sitting in front of me, because before me trying to do a reel, that's what it felt like. I just wanted to take my computer and chuck it. I wanted to chuck it. But with her as an instructor, she was able to step me through that process, because what did she do? And this is the theme of this particular live is foundation. She was able to give a foundational class that helped me as a person who doesn't like to do posting and social media and all my feel like this. And she was able to help me learn how to do all those things. So Talya, can you give them a glimpse
A brief synopsis.
of your class?
Let me stop being silly. Okay, so the class that I taught on Thursday was in real time, how to create reels in a flash. So I think that a lot of times we are overthinking it when it comes to content. Content is, I mean, content. Everything is content. And we don't think about it that way because we think everything has to be polished and it has to look a certain way and it has to do all the things, but it really doesn't. So in this particular class, I was teaching how to just take your photos, add a little bit of animation to them, and turn them into a reel. How to add music to them, turn them into a reel, right? I also showed them some of the very simple reels that I had done in the past week or so that had gotten 400 and some odd, views. And they were very, very simple to create, right? And again, I think that we overthink it in terms of what reels actually are. Anything with animation can be a reel, okay? So I also taught book create, right? The old book create, because again, a lot of us still didn't understand how to do that, how you can do, 30 reels at one time, well, 30 pieces of content at one time. And also how to, stack those images as well, not just the words that come across the screen, where you can have 30 different images as well. So I taught them how to do that. Now, again, this was a foundational. I was about to say basic. They said it's not basic because it wasn't basic, but foundational is what it was. So it was you learning how to do the foundational skills to create reels quickly. The day that I taught my class, which was the 10th, was the same day that, Canva Create came out with all the fancy new tools and all the things. And I was just like, oh my God, they would bring this out on the day that I teach my class. And they came out with the new sheets where you can do all the fancy stuff. That's the next class. Okay. We're going to do a part 2 to the in real time, since now Canva has some new stuff out. And I think it's a easier way to do the images. At least I hope it is. I've been playing with it a little bit, and I think I'm gonna be able to make it a little bit easier. But even again, I don't think that some people knew that you could book create the images just like you do your affirmations and all the things like that. So that's something that I did show them how to do, that you can do fairly quickly to create your reels. But I would also just like to say, don't overthink your reels. Okay, put 2-3 animations on it, put some music on it, put that reel out there. Okay, if you're just showcasing your images, same thing, add an animation to it, put some music to it, put it out there, because reels is what's making it happen. That's what you get your most engagement on. That is what people are looking for. Highly engaging posts and reels are the way to go. Okay. We know our art is beautiful. We're aware. But guess what? The art need to do something when you're showing it to somebody. Okay. It needs to swing across the screen real fast, shoot out, pop. It need to do something. Okay. So turn that beautiful art into reels so you can get some engagement on your posts and showcase what you actually know how to do and what you have to offer. So reels is the way to go. So start doing it. But that is all that
I have a question for the audience. Is anyone like me that is still a little apprehensive about putting reels out there, or have had issues at putting their reels out there? Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. Oh, I'm the only. Oh, okay, good. I was like, I'm the only one. Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean,
you're not the
yeah, good. I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one. Yeah, it was when she stepped us through how easy it was, it made me feel like, oh, I can do this, right? I can actually get this reel out and done. Um,
Hey,
and it wasn't as hard as I thought it was.
Thank you. Now.
It wasn't as hard at all. So having her as an instructor and walking through it, and then adding the music to it, if you want to add the music to it, but having it animated and showing how easy it was to animate was really, really beneficial for me as a person who was like, I don't necessarily know if I want to do this. It was a really great, like Talya said, we call it a foundational class, because, on the day before she did the class, they did all the things with Bulk Create. But so, yeah, it is an amazing class. And remember, her next class is probably going to be next month. And if you are part of the tier 3, it's going to be a TRM approved class. So you will get a class from each one of us, which will be Martine's frames class, Talya's reels class, and my Midjourney class. So all 3 classes for the price of 1. So remember, we were talking about being intentional about your money and not overspending about your money. This is one of the best deals that you can get, is to get all 3 classes for the price of 1. So, Talya, thank you so much about talking about your reels. Did you have anything else that you wanted to discuss? Oh, Martine, yeah, girl, did you put your hand up?
I did, because you talking. I don't want to cut you off like that. That's rude. Rude when you be on calls, just to start talking. No home training, I tell you. And if that's you,
Go
I'm not
ahead.
talking about you. I don't know who you are. Don't do that.
Go ahead, Martine.
We had a few questions in the chat that I wanted to address just quickly, but I want to double back. Anybody have any questions?
I do. I missed the classes this week. When will the replays be available?
My replay is going to be in the drive tonight. It'll be in the drive tonight. So you will have that with the prompt guides and everything tonight, Miss Erica. Is that Erica? Yeah.
Yes. And Talya?
Yeah.
Mine is already there. Mine's already in there. I think I posted it
check the
on
community
Friday
chat.
night.
Yeah,
Okay,
check the
I'll
community chat.
Thanks.
And then Patreon subscribers, remember, I will send an email out Monday. Because here's the catch, guys. Here's what everybody needs to be aware of. After Monday, these 3 classes that we did for this month, they're going to be removed from the Patreon. And the only way you can purchase them is to purchase them from this individually. So essentially, we run a month-long sale through the Patreon subscription. At the end of the month, we run from the 15th to the 15th. Okay. Now I'm gonna put you a little bit more game too. So people who become subscribers on the 15th, they actually get 6 classes because they're gonna get all the replays from last month and all of the live classes for the current month because of when they enroll. So I would definitely give it some thought. It that puts each at 6 classes, 3 replays and 3 lives. You know, you're basically like 15-20 bucks per class. And you're gonna get time with the 3 of us and the GPTs and the art. So it's a great opportunity if that works within you and your budget. And you know, we have 3 tiers, guys, so keep that in mind as well. So you pick the tier that matches the season you're in now. We're real serious about that. A lot of people don't talk about that enough in the space, but I want to remind you, like, review all the tiers and then pick the one that matches what you need. So I wanted to address that. I had a question about the Canva frames and the classes. So I wanted to address that. Canva frame classes. There are 3. If you just want to learn how to make Canva frames, take Canva Frame 1. Okay. It's already been through a cycle of our Patreon. It's only available as a single purchase. If you're wanting to get more serious about your Canva frames and you want to do things like create Canva frames where each letter is its own frame, or the outside of the letter is a frame and the inside of the letter is a frame, and you have Adobe Illustrator, you gotta have it. Take level 2. If you want to learn how to make Canva frames and with your AI art in particular, that's level 3. But you have to have Canva, Adobe Illustrator, an iPad, Procreate, and an Apple Pencil. Okay. My recommendation is you go look at each one of the classes to make your decision. And just know for this upcoming cycle, level 3 is going to be what you have access to. Okay. Let me just do one more round of check. Do we have any other questions? Hey, Tonya. Glad to see you. All right. I don't think we have any other questions. Oh, okay. Great question. Felicia, if you don't have experience with Adobe, I take it really, really slow. And I go step by step. In that class, I explain a lot of the why we're making decisions and why we're pressing certain buttons. Also, I actually have each step written out step by step by step. If you're a member of the Patreon, this Wednesday when we meet, I'm going to do a high level review just to refresh everyone's memory because they've got to have those skills in order to do the work in 3. Also, level 3 is going to be a 3-hour long class because we got a lot of tools we're putting together. So it's going to be longer. But we're going to be working with several tools. So I need another hour. Okay. So you don't have, Felicia, for level 2, let me say this. For level 2, you need to be able to work well on a computer. If you struggle with working well on a computer altogether, then you may find level 2 difficult. But I go very slow and I take it step by step by step. All right. Sure thing. Miss Hasib, sure thing. I'll drop that now because I'm not messing your name up today.
Saida. Right? I think.
Yeah, I just needed to hear it again. Saida. Yep. Hey, Saida, check your inbox. Your appointment with us changed as well. Check your inbox.
Okay. Well, thank you, Martine, for giving all those questions answered. And we really appreciate everybody for asking asking all of those questions. And we just really wanted to take some time because we've had a lot of people asking questions about TRM, some of the classes, what's happening with them, why we choose to do them the way we do, and why we are stacking classes on top of one another because they're so used to people doing class after class after class after class on different subjects and why we are just stacking our stuff on top of one another. So we wanted you guys to understand what our thought process was around that and why we are doing, why we schedule our classes the way we schedule our classes. So thanks everybody for the questions, and we decided to just take this time to answer all of those, and I hope that you guys all have clarity for those who asked the questions who are in the inbox, have clarity of why we're doing it the way we're doing it. But now we wanted to have this be an oldie but goodie show. And we are bringing our favorite person back up, Mr. William McCraney. We are bringing him back up because we want to tell him absolutely positively again, where with everybody on the show, thank you, thank you, thank you for having our back for a year of GPTs. William, I was on a live. What was that? When we were on that live, Talya, with Dean about, was that Saturday?
No, it's Friday night.
Friday
Yeah, that's
night.
right.
Friday
It was
night.
Friday
Yeah,
night.
Friday night. Yeah, because it was Riley. And he asked a question about what were some of my favorite GPTs. And I told him my favorite GPT was your oldie but goodie, was the pastel faces
Oh,
and
okay,
the
yeah.
abstract faces, girl. That was my still to this day is my favorite GPT that you've ever written because no matter what iteration that Midjourney changes to, that thing still hits every single time. It hits every single time.
Oh, wow.
And you are one of those GPT creators that writes foundational prompts that translates over every single generator because you're an old school prompt writer. right? You really worked really hard to make sure that they're photorealistic, or that your artwork that you're creating is always top notch through your prompt structure. And I really appreciate that about you. You've done such a good job with that. You're such a talented prompt creator. You've gone from photography to imagery to GPT creation, now to AI influencer creator. You've done such an amazing job. You've been in front of the industry rather than behind it. And I think people don't understand how much work that takes. It looks like you do it so easily, right? But they don't realize how much work that takes for you to be in front rather than behind. So I want you to know how much we really appreciate all the things that you do, and how you are always right there on the cutting edge. And I remember calling you the first time I saw the fact that AI influencers were coming, and I was like, hey, William, I think that there is something that's coming. And it took you almost 3 days. You hear me, guys? 3 days for William to come up with the a prompt guide and then a GPT to create it. He worked on the images, and he sent me a flood of images. He said, "What do you think? What 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 do you think?" And then he was off to the races. He went off to the races. He went, and then he got so good at it that we would be talking about something on TRM, and he would be creating in the background, and he would be sending images to all three of us in the background as we were on the show. So William he is something absolutely positively. There is something special about his ability to create. And we just want to say thank you. Ladies, I don't want to take up the William praise time, but do you guys have anything to say to William?
I was trying to read some of the questions that was in the chat. I was like, what is that? I don't know. William, I just want to say, thank you for um standing with us when we were starting out, not knowing where this was going, um, if this was going anywhere. Um, but you were here with us each week, just supporting whatever crazy thoughts we had in our heads to do from week to week. And we truly, truly appreciate it. I know you used to be like the actual GOAT when it came to upscaled PNG images. Okay. This was before GPTs really came out here doing it big. You were the end all be all when it came to PNG images that we were looking for to put on our products, to just all the things. Like, you were the person that we would look for and be like, okay, well, we need to make sure our images look like Williams because they were upscaled to capacity. Okay. We always knew we were going to get quality images, and you kept asking, like, you really were curious about what it was that we were looking for. You was like, hey, what do y'all want to see? What are you looking for? I want to create something that I know is going to sell. Like, that was you. And all of us were striving to be like William. It was like, well, what will William do? Okay, we want to be like William when we grow up. Really, like, you really set the tone for a lot of things in this creative space, and we're glad you're still here and you're still trend setting, even today. What you're doing with your what are they called?
Influencers.
What is toy? AI
Influencer.
influencer toy. Okay. Because it's toys world now. Okay. So
Yeah, I
it
can't.
is what it is. Toy has taken over the interweb. Okay. Even with the things that you're able to do with toy has been amazing to watch in a short amount of time. Like, you created toy to just see what would happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have now taken her to where she is promoting physical products. Okay.
Yeah, she's
Who
actually.
thought that would happen within 4 to 6 weeks? Now
Yeah.
toys everywhere. Toys selling stuff. Toy out here promoting all the things. Um, it's a sight to behold, William. I'm glad that you're a part of our family. I'm glad that you are continuing to set the bar high for those of us who are wanting to advance in this space. And I'm glad that you're available to help those who actually want to learn how to do the things that you do. Because a lot of people wouldn't teach it, you know. And I'm glad that you provide that for us. So thank you so much. Just keep doing what
Oh,
you're doing. It's greatly
thank you so much.
appreciated in this space.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
So-
I gotta give. No, go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead, Martine.
In the chat, it says WWD. What would William do? Which I think is very appropriate. But I will say this to the space. I know there's often a lot of concern about like you're gonna lose growth because people are gonna take from you. That's a big concern. But what I've learned from William is that consistently he's always given. There was a time when he would give the image, he'd get an image for free. And I feel like at one point he was doing it daily, and y'all, the images was bad. Every day the images was good. He would give the image for free, and he would provide his offer underneath. And I remember thinking, he's one of the few people that gets it. The more he navigates his life like this, then the more he's able to take in and take hold of. And I remember thinking, him giving this one image away has never hurt his business. No one's ever collected enough of these free images to feel like what he had to offer wasn't valuable. So I think, and just watching how he's navigated his business and how he never mind teaches a class, never mind teaching a one-on-one, and he's not gonna hold certain pieces back so that you can't go as far as him. I've never felt like there was ever a moment that he did not navigate from that space. So I just wanted to say thank you. I slid right in behind William, and he's definitely always made me feel welcome. So thank you, and thank you for just being an example of what it really means to navigate from a place like this.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, William.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you. Oh, just go back on that. I believe one thing: you can really never give more than God. So the more you give, the more He got to give back to you, because He has to funnel this. Whatever talent, whatever gift you have, that's got to get here on earth. So if you're holding on those things, He cannot put no more in you because you haven't let go of what you already have. So that's the reason why I do what I do. I'm not worried about it. If I try to keep a step ahead, and also too, I try to keep my mind as forward thinking. So I'm thinking already way ahead, what's coming up next. And then when I have a vision of what's coming up next, I just basically prepare myself for that. Even though the tools and the tools are not there, not available, but I know it's coming. But I'm ready for it as soon as it get here on for the next level. So I'm ready to jump right into it. But what I would like to do is I'd like to give everybody GPT, and basically what this GPT does is I just put the link in there. It basically help you, because everybody is pretty much going to, like you was talking about, Martine, you was talking about the reels. Talya was talking about the reels. But what this GPT does, it actually helps you with that. And then you can upload your images to this GPT. And what it'll do is a couple of things that you need from TikTok. You need a hook. You need a strong hook. And then you need some type of description or talk about it or whatever. Then after that, you need what they call a call to action, a sales, where somebody where it gives you the call to action. And then also too, it gives you 13 hashtags that's optimized, SEO optimized for basically for TikTok. In TikTok, I learned something, a lot of places where you do the uppercase letterings for your hashtags, TikTok, they don't do that. They use lowercase all the way through. So it does that, and then it'll write it the way that you want to. Where if you're selling something, what it'll do, at the end, it'll ask you 3 types of sales strategies: ownership, make it like they feel it's theirs, fear of loss, and basic needs. Those are 3 types of sales strategies that people will look for. They want to know, when they come in, you want to make people feel like, okay, I'm just going to do an example, a table and chairs. Somebody come in, they say, I'm looking for your table and chairs. You'll basically say to them, okay, for your table and chairs, you'll use yours for your table and chairs. Do you want traditional or do you want conventional? And at the same time you're doing that, you're qualifying them at the same time. And they say, well, I want conditional. Okay, then the next one, you just ask them, do you like a table that holds 6 people or 4 people? I'm still qualifying for your table. Do you want it to hold 6 or 4 people? And then you ask them, well, we have 2 dates. Do you want your table to be delivered? Do you want your table to be delivered on Wednesday or Thursday? We got openings on that, so we can deliver your table anytime of that. So which date will be good for you? And you just basically close the sale just like that. So, and that's what this GPT does.
You give a wealth of information, okay?
Wow.
Daily, okay? Every time you open your mouth, it's a wealth of something, okay? So I'm excited for this GPT. So wait, where you said the link was? I'm sorry.
It's
Am I
actually
moving too
that.
fast?
Yeah, I put it in.
Okay.
I'll do it
Okay.
again.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, you're welcome. You know what? I'm putting it in a direct. Let me do it for everyone. Make sure. Paste. There you go.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. Thank you, William.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was absolutely amazing. Everybody's like, woo.
Just give a little bit more. Just give a little bit more.
Right? But, that is, open, closed fist never receives. And William never has a closed fist, right? So he's always able to receive, because you have to start thinking about being able to give, and he's been giving this whole entire time that he has been with us, and prior to being with us. And he gives on his show, he gives on our show, he gives on every platform that he is on. He gives out a wealth of information. He just gives, and his business has grown because of it. And I was saying that, I even said that on Dean's platform, that we have to, as business owners, stop thinking about what we can get, but what we are giving that is going to help someone grow. We're always thinking about, oh, I need to make money. Oh, I need to make money. Oh, I need to make money. But what are you doing that's going to allow people to help people grow in their business? What are you doing? What is it in your business that is helping somebody else? And what William just did is going to help every single one of you guys who are on TikTok grow in your business. Every single one of you. If you use his GPT, it's going to help you. And all of the things that he's created, all the things that he's made, has helped every single one of you who has used his GPTs, who has put things out on print on demand, who has placed things into your Etsy shops, has helped your businesses grow. Every single thing. Every single person who teaches a class, when all of us on this team, we think about, before we put something out, what are we doing and how are we teaching it that's going to help your businesses grow? Because if I'm teaching you something that's not going to help you, I shouldn't be teaching it. Period. You shouldn't be in here it's time out for glossy learning. We should not be glossy learning because it's not helping you. And that's why you're feeling frustrated. That's why you're not accomplishing anything, because you're glossing over everything. Because what William created for the GPT that he has right now is for you to get ready for Mother's Day, which is a month away. It is what they call Christmas #2. And he does stuff intentionally. That's what I have. And we started out with Erica talking about doing things intentionally to William, who does things intentionally. William gets his GPTs done early. He doesn't wait. William hits early. William sends us stuff a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks early. So we can get our minds right, get our stuff done, so we can put it in the pipeline so he knows that it's going to hit. And then you know what William does again? He re-engages. Like a week before Mother's Day, he re-engages his content. He doesn't get one bite at the apple, he re-engages. And we put stuff out and then we just leave it there. But that's not what he does. He's intentional about his engagement. Even with Toy, he puts Toy everywhere. He puts her everywhere. And then we say, "Oh, I don't want to put my stuff because people might think that I'm oversaturating the market." No. You guys are paying for these classes, you are paying for this and paying for that. Baby, you got to get our what do they call it, Martine? Return on investment. You got to get your return on investment.
Well, and keep in mind, only 2% of 2%, and TikTok's the only one that's a little over 2. 2% of your followers actually see what you put out there. So get over yourself. You're gonna get on people's nerves. They're going to unsubscribe. They will unfollow. They just did you a favor because you weren't in alignment anyway. Keep talking about it. People, I know when someone's sick of looking at my stuff, they'll say, "What's that tech stuff you doing? That AI stuff you do?" I done got on their nerves. I don't care. Unfollow. Put me on Facebook. You can put me on restriction. You ain't got to see none of it. That has nothing to do with my job of communicating the message that I've been given to communicate. So you just have to you got to keep talking about it. You just have to.
I completely agree because Martine and Talya know when my friends contact me and tell me, "Can you make one of those little plastic characters for me?"
Yeah. Regina almost had a conniption. Do you understand? Her friend asked her to make one of the little, what the little glibby
It's not her
image.
thing. It's not her thing.
You know, freaking glibbies.
I was like,
She was like, "Erica, I'm an artist and I'm serious about my stuff. Okay." Don't be having me popping out the plastic like acting brand new. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ain't doing it. No.
It's not her jam.
Me, meanwhile, over here trying to put me in the plastic. Girl, let me show y'all how mine came out. Hold on a second. Look. I'm in the plastic. Now I'm trying to come out. Right. Now I'm trying to come out talking and singing a song or something. I'm working on the coming out the plastic. That's what I'm working on right now. Because I'm in there.
The thing that I'm saying about it is that the intention, it is the intention of all of it. Like how I'm bringing it back to William, how he is so intentional about everything that he does. He is always up on everything. He is up on the trends. He is up on how things work. He's ahead. And he's not waiting until something finishes and then it's like, "Hey, can you do X, Y, and Z?" You're like, "No, I can't. I'm here. I'm at Z and you at A." But William, he's past Z. He's on a new alphabet. And I love him. I love William for that. But William, you know, Talya took your GPT and she made something especially beautiful.
Oh, okay. The Mother's Day one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's one favorite one.
Mm-hmm. Um, when we saw the images that came out of that GPT, um, they were so beautiful. Well, you know, I know you guys have heard us say this multiple times about William, that he is a photographer by trade, and it shows in his GPTs. We are going to continue to say that thing because it matters in the prompt. And now that V7 is out, it really matters. You know, I keep saying it, but what is old is new again. And because William is an amazing prompter, you will be able to see it when I show you the images. But I want you to see what Talia has done with your amazing images that came from ChatGPT. William.
I'm gonna have
Okay.
to unblur my background so y'all can see it. So don't worry about my space back here because I've been working today. But um, your images that came out of this GPT were magnificent. For one, this was an homage to Regina, actually. Okay. I created a card with a mother and daughter creating jewelry, right? Now, I created two because some people like a matte finish, right? So I like a matte finish, but I also created it in a shiny, glossy finish. Let me go over this way so you can see both of them, right? Um, the imagery, the detail, okay? It's crazy. Let me go this way. It's crazy. Look at this. It's literally crazy. It's perfect. On the inside of the card, your GPT also gave an affirmation, right? So I
Mhm.
put an affirmation on one side and I left the other side open so that you could, if you decide to write a special note to your mother, you would have space to do that. So um, I love everything about this GPT. I generated some awesome images, but I just wanted to make something physical. And this is something I could make fairly quickly before we got on today. But it's amazing. The affirmation says, our hands create joy, our hearts make memories.
Oh wow.
Dear. Um
That is good. Oh wow.
I'm telling you, it's beautiful. And one thing that I truly liked about your GPT is that you got to decide what type of craft that you wanted to be doing with your mother. And it it's an amazing GPT. It has so many bells and whistles. It's just crazy. Okay. But you guys definitely need this GPT if you're going to be creating anything that has to do with Mother's Day, because this GPT will do it. I don't care what it is that you're creating. If you're creating a t-shirt, it'll do that. If you're creating a journal, it'll do that. I'm actually going to make some bookmarks. I just didn't have time to make any, but I'm going to make some bookmarks with this GPT, and I'll let you guys see what those look like when I get a chance. But William, again, amazing GPT.
Thank you.
I was trying to remember. I used to work for Michaels as a jewelry instructor. So thank you, Talia. I really appreciate that. And we used to do this thing called 5 minute crafts, right? So as she was speaking, you know, you could put a QR code that is linked to a Michaels 5 minute craft that a mother and daughter can do together. So you could do the card, have the QR code in there that they could do a craft together. You can also put a piece of vellum that has the craft all printed out, with all the supplies, everything that they need for them to do this 5 minute craft that they could do together. If you want to go even further, you could purchase all of the supplies and have it as a gift for the mother and daughter or the mother and son to do the craft together. That would be a great gift, a co-gift. You know, if the mother liked to garden, they could do all that together. That could be a gift for them to do together. So just to let you guys know, for my Arsuno creators, you can create a song, put that barcode in there for them as well. For our digital AI influencers, you can create a digital AI influencer of a person to speak to your mother, to do a poem to your mother. You can do that as well and have
a
a
great
little
idea.
barcode for the right, William? Come on
Yes,
now.
you can.
So, Canva's got this new code. What if you created a landing page that took people to different, like when they scan the QR code, they got to choose their own craft. And because it's a landing page, you're also driving them back to your page to get, and I would put a button that says, check out our Father's Day, blah, blah, blah. Contact me for personalized products, dot, dot, dot. So it becomes dual purposes. It becomes the place your gift giver gives it, the gift receiver scans it, and they get what they came for. But you also are able to do a subtle connection back to your brand and products. Because if they love it for them, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna be, you know what? I want to get this for XYZ. Also, remember, during the season, there are going to be a lot of mothers and daughters teas. In Texas, they've been doing mother son date night, like a ball, like a little dance. They've been doing that. I've been saying this a couple of weeks. Connect with your local YMCA, connect with your local organizations, and see if you can bundle something, become a donor. Because those connections, even though you're making a donation, you don't know what those connections are going to take you to next. Okay? I'm going to say it at the top of the face. If you know that there are 10 girls in some kind of foster care that are getting certain mentorship, you can build this out and make this a thing. Okay? So just be open to that. But when you were saying that, I was like, wait, we can build the website ourselves now in Canva Create. Literally set it up where they would click on the activity and it would flip over and give them everything they need to know. If y'all don't do it, I probably will. I'm just saying.
Because now we can code it, we can build it,
Yep.
and we can talk them through it. Ooh,
Yeah.
that is. Wow. We are at an age where we can, if we take the chains off our brains, we can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. We can just think it up and put it in the chat GPT and just go from there. Go from there. So, William, let me show you what I created in ChatGPT and how it translated over into Midjourney. So, of course, I just went through and I hit the button. And I went and then asked it for, went through all your steps, asked it for 12 different prompts. And I always like to push your GPT to have different women at different ages, races, color schemes, doing different activities. Of course, I love this one. This is my favorite, the monochromatic. The
Oh, wow.
pottery, coloring, they're doing memory keeping, sewing, scrapbooking, they're outside painting, they're doing paper craft, they're wrapping gifts, they're also painting, and they're cookie making.
All
And
right,
then
the
I
cook.
moved them all the way over to my favorite generator, which is going to be Midjourney. And I had so much fun with it. I created like over 100 and something images. Off of those images, look at the quality because of your GPT, the quality of imagery that I received from your GPT.
Oh,
Look,
wow. Wow, that's nice.
just look at the lighting, William. and the texture.
Yep.
It's just absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
These are so nice.
That's incredible.
It's incredible, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything. See, this is what you have to understand. I did nothing but take his prompts and put it into Midjourney. That is what a good prompt writer can do with a good structure. This is what it's all about. Having a good prompt structure. This is what it's all about. Look at that.
That's
These are my
incredible.
favorites.
Wow.
This is actually my favorite one.
Oh wow. With the hearts. Look, you got the hearts in that just perfectly.
Look, isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah. Wow.
And it's the look of the images. We're still working on little fine details where V7 is concerned on certain things. So you may see a little bit of distortions, and I'm in draft mode. I'm not in the full mode because I'm preserving my fast hours. But it is, these are, even with it being in draft mode, look how phenomenal these images are, right? I'm not even in the full mode, and I did 100 and something images. Then I switched the type to like a watercolor, and I'm moving your prompts. I'm moving the type of imagery to watercolor, just moving it around, just trying to see what it does. Look at that one. It's
Oh
half
wow.
watercolor, half photorealistic. And that is the ability to have a strong prompt, strong imagery, because that's what William gives you with his GPT. You're able to do all of these things. Look at that. Because he already gives it to you. It's amazing. Loved your GPT. I loved everything about it. Let me move it up. There was one, like I said, I did a like almost I can't. I need to go in and see. Oh, when I came up and I did more of the monochromatics, I brought them back in. I did more of the monochromatics to see a couple things with the jewelry. Look at that one.
Wow.
Real quick, Regina, we have a question in the chat. This is from Denicia Sullivan. She says, "I'm new to this space, and I'm learning so much. How would you sell these? Where would you use them?" I know collectively we know the answers, but I am going to also ask the room. Can you guys drop some ideas on what you would do with a GPT like this? What you would do with those images? I know we've got some ideas. But Donesia, remember, Talya took the image. That image came from that GPT. And so she has the equipment and the resources where she literally could create greeting cards, right? She can personalize them. Right now, industry-wide personalization is, woo, the more you can personalize, the better. And we've got some standard hobbies, but we got some grandmas who do motorcycles, honey. We got motorcycling grandmas. So a GPT like this, you could put grandma tinkering with the motorcycle with the grandchild. You're not gonna find that anywhere else, right? We've got grandmothers who are in the bingo. We got some bingo grannies in the house. You know what I mean? So it gives you the flexibility to really create with all of this that you're learning. You can create anything your heart's desire, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, doesn't break any of these websites possible. So I just wanted to put that out there. But as you can see, the list is long in the chat. You just pick what aligns with you.
And I wanted to stop here on this photo because I am very proud of this photo for one reason only. We were not able to get 4C proper hair until V7, especially on children, and have it in its natural state. It Where it's twisted up, it looks like 4C. And if you think her hair is unkept, I don't really care. But I care that I am able to get this look, period. It's been a struggle. I have worked hard to get it, and I am glad that I am able to get it finally. Because we were not able to get it at all. If we got it, it looked like that, and that is not 4C. It's not. But I am happy to see that now we have a diverse hair textures and styles, and it is so good to see that with the change, and messy hair is a thing, that we are able to get messy hair.
Yep. Look, the wisps of gray. We didn't get that before. It was either all bone straight
Mm-hmm.
and all one single color. And they both have the same kind of hair.
Right.
Regina, I want to just let you know something. If you will put any one of these images into a photo contest, you will kill them all.
I love it.
It's hard to
I
take
love
a
it.
photo like that. It is hard to take a photo like that. I mean, it's all about timing. And then not only that, but you got to realize this, the baby might not cooperate. They'll probably
Right.
cry. They'll probably look at you. What is he doing? Making sure you're not making no moves. You know, you're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
get that. Is difficult to get because everything got to be right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Regina?
Regina. Oh,
Yeah, you got a question in the chat. That's what you was gonna say, Talya?
yes.
Did you prompt for the 4C? This question from the chat. Did you prompt for 4C or just come out that way?
No, I prompted for 4C.
And those of you, 4C is a type of texture. There's actually a gradient or like a score in which you can look at straight fine hair all the way down to a 4C. So if you're like, what are they talking about? We're just talking about hair textures and how they fall along a specific scale of
Yep.
bone straight to different.
Curl pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first time I typed in 4C, Midjourney was like, ha, no. It didn't understand it. So I had to really type in what exactly I wanted, right? And had to be very specific about that. But now I can type in 4C and it knows exactly what I want. So I'm super excited about that. Super excited. But that is what having a good prompt will do for you over in Midjourney, and Williams GPT does that thing. So I am super happy about working with his GPT. Having if you notice, he has a really great lighting in the background of his GPTs. And the close up, like a lot of his GPTs right now are 16:9. You get a lot of detail on both sides of the GPT, especially like for the crafts that are being done. You're able to see everything on both sides, but they don't have to be 16:9. If you're doing something that you need like a front cover, you can change that styling. All of that is you're able to do with his GPT. You're like Talia said, you're able to get the affirmation. You're able to do all those things with his GPT. I absolutely love working with them. He is one of the top GPT creators that is out there. I am truly appreciative every time I work with his GPTs. I love his prompts, and he is always giving, always giving more than he like his prompts. Chef's kiss, chef's kiss. So William,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
We truly appreciate you. That's why I wanted to make sure that you knew that you are appreciated. You are truly appreciated.
Oh, wow. Thank you. And yeah, I appreciate y'all too for having me because I'm the only male.
You
All
are
right.
family. You are family now, William. You're family.
Well, I just want to let y'all know something. I'm gonna give y'all some praise back. I actually seen how powerful this was when y'all first started. I'm like, they got something, and I just could not. I just not couldn't keep away. That's the reason why I kept knocking at that door. Hey, send me the link, please. I could not keep away. I knew y'all had something when I seen it. So, and then you was consistent. I knew y'all was gonna be consistent. That right there means a lot, you know. So yeah, I would just want to give y'all praise back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, William.
Well, we really, really appreciate you as well, William. And you having you with us and knowing that you believed in us made us even more consistent because, it's one thing to come on for yourself, but when you know that someone else believes in you, it actually pushes you forward and it makes you more accountable. So we knew that you were going to be there. We're like, girl, we can't just we just can't flake out. William's going to be there.
Yep.
No, so we came. We still came. But so thank you so much, William. We really appreciate you. Martine, it is almost that time for everybody to get on the wheel.
That time is came and passed, but I'm gonna be
Oh.
working on the wheel in the background while we talk about some other things. Time's up, people. Time's up. Don't tell me your name went on there because time is up. It's gone. It's past. It's gone bye-bye. But before we wrap on this Mother's Day piece, I do have two things. Mother's Day is a $35 billion industry. So if you have a business and you sell something and you skip Mother's Day, I'm side-eyeing you right now. You don't skip Mother's Day. You need to have at least something, okay? It's called the second Christmas because outside of Christmas, it is the second time that people can invest into your business. All right. We know how people feel about these big box places. You ain't gotta name them, don't put them in the chat. I like, okay, but you know how they feel. And so there's been this big resurgence to have people shop local and shop small. Make sure you're fully tapping into that. When it comes to the internet and selling online, one of the ways that you can do that is by ensuring that your listings have good quality keywords. Keywords are the things that people type in to find what they need. You want to have your products and listings to have the right keywords tied to your product. So, in addition to having a great GPT, you've got to have the right words. So I dropped my keyword report in the chat. I'll do it on Facebook too. So that you guys can do that. Keywords are my jam. I know how to research them. I know how to find the ones that really count and matter. And essentially, I'm just here to save you time. If you are in my subscription, you've had these for over 2 months. So your listing should be good. All right. Yeah. You know them places, Teresa. I ain't gonna name them. You know them places. Them places, them big old boxes. Them places there. So while there's this movement for people to shop small, to shop local, even online, you've got to have the right words tied to your products and listings because you want your things to show up on the first page. Okay. So that report is available for you as well. And then as we transition into some new things, I'm going to work on this wheel in the background, Regina. Work on the background.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And once again, William, thank you again for being with us for a year this month. We really appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, I am stepping out. Well, they said, stepping out in front and promoting my class, which is Mastering Midjourney's Magic, the V7 edition. V7, and I know, okay, let's talk about it. V7 has been giving us all fits. It has been giving us all fits. V7 has changed how we prompt. V7 has changed the look of our prompts. V7 has moved us all to photorealism. V7 has done all of that. And I made the decision that I needed to teach it. I needed to teach how it was done, how the theory behind prompting for V7 was done. But there's a lot of people who were like, "Hey, Regina, you know what? Uh, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't think that I need to learn all that, but I do need some help with my prompting." But what I would say to you is you really do, because I had the ability to be in and be taught by the masters of Midjourney. You need to come, sit with me, have the conversations. But if you don't, I've got a GPT that is pretty darn phenomenal because I built something that is absolutely spectacular, that will help you optimize your prompts for V7. And when I tell you that bad boy runs, that bad boy runs. And it runs and it runs and it runs and it runs. And it keeps running. Um, and I had my team test it. It's the first time that you won't see any images come directly from me. Um, and also, it was previewed by TRM Learning on Saturday. So if there's any TRM Learning people who have used the GPT, can you put some comments in the chat? Because it is an amazing GPT. I know that you guys used it yesterday. You may not have gone all the way through it, but the GPT does what it does is take your old Midjourney prompts and optimize them for 7. So I am going to allow my team to walk you guys through the GPT and let you guys see what it does. So Martine and Talya, I'm going to put my baby in your hands.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So the GPT is the bomb, y'all. What I've been saying about the GPT is it's like, one of the things Regina says is, this process is creating digital art. It's like taking the knowledge that we have and using it as a paintbrush. And I really think she's like actualized this within her GPT. Now, what you're looking at is a preview of a GPT that I have coming soon. And I wanted to know, like, if I have a GPT, can her GPT make my art shine more? So this is one that's coming. Patreon subscribers is coming. And so I prompted this image. Also, historically, you guys know bathing suits are hard, swimsuits are hard to render everywhere. But it's gotten better. So I took that one and I went into the prompt publisher GPT, which is Regina's GPT. And the first thing I did is I said, look, here's the image, give me a prompt. Okay. So it gave me this prompt here and I brought it into Midjourney. Okay. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a second, because my chat GPT has been showing out. I'm not even gonna try to render nothing live. And so two things before we move to Midjourney. First, it gave me creative content options, which I thought was super cool. Every time it renders these options, it always said something that I would have never thought about. Just to be honest, I'd have never thought about it. So it gives me these options. I could do a style variant. I could render the shift. I could do a cultural focus. Tons there. And so let's see. Let me stop sharing here. And then let me share my Midjourney. So over in Midjourney, I'm going to show you what this looks like in Midjourney next. And then I'm going to show you a couple of other places I took you to too. All right, so here's what it looks like in Midjourney. Let me share my screen again.
I do solemnly swear.
Let's go to create. All right, so my girl in the red dress. All right, so this is what she looked like in Midjourney. I like it. I actually think Midjourney is being a slightly more conservative in the look, but I mean, I wouldn't, on my own, I would not have gotten the red, the sunlight that's on her face. The prompt is helping to render that. All right. Her angle of her body, the blurriness in the background, the GPT and the prompt it created, it's helping to facilitate that. All right. So then I said, okay, well, the prompt is solid. Can this prompt work in ideogram? Let's take a look, because y'all know ideogram got an update too, or ideogram. I don't know. Let me show you what it looks like over here. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. I can't see the chat, but I thought this came out great. The swimsuit is swimsuiting. Different shapes and patterns, but essentially it nailed it. And it has to do with how her GPT interprets the prompt. So it did a great job here. Great job. Now, disclaimer. Don't y'all use all y'all Canva credits tonight. You get 500 a month. But I did take it over to Canva. Now, here's my disclaimer with Canva. Here's what I did. Let me go back to my prompt. Let's go to let's see. I'm gonna show you what I did.
Because I'm listening to my heart.
So I'm gonna go back to my GPT because I need to show you what I did here. So give me a second. Let me take it back. I went into ChatGPT and I said, you know what? Canva just had an update. Canva just had an update. So let me optimize. Okay, so that's the question I asked. It's like, optimize this prompt for Canva's newest update. Now, let me show you what that looked like. So go over here, share. So I went over here and I said, okay. And I said, take this prompt and optimize the prompt for Canva's most recent update of the text to image generation in April 2025. Because I know they just made the update. So I need you to optimize it. So then it gave me the prompt again and made it more suitable for Canva's interface. So let's go see what it looks like in, I'm going to show you what it looks like in Canva.
Being friends makes me really happy.
Mm,
Not destroying things.
hold on, y'all. I gotta find it.
She's good, you guys.
Where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay. FYI, I had to click Canva AI and then click in the space. So here's what it looks like in Canva. Which I'm like, this looks good. This is great. All right. So here's what I learned about this GPT. It's phenomenal right there in Midjourney. It's wonderful in ideogram. And when I ask it to optimize for Canva, it creates an even better Canva-centric font image. Now, I will say I was also able to do this with words with images. So I'm going to show you. I did this squeeze of life. So this is a prompt that I pulled from her GPT. Okay, so this is what it looked like. Also, this grow slow. This is a prompt that I pulled to work with from there. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like in ideogram. This is what it looked like in ideogram. Squeeze line, grow slow. All right, so it looks really good. And then again, I asked it to optimize. I said, okay, optimize in Canva and show me what you got in Canva. And Canva did pretty good. Pretty good. There it is, squeeze of lime. This is probably my best row. Okay. But I wouldn't have probably got this like on my own by myself. Out of 4, I could use 3 of the 4 that's down here, which I think is really good. Okay. So my take from it is the GPT is the paint palette. And I get to pull the prompts out and place it in different places and optimize for ideogram, optimize for Canva, decide which ones I like, which ones I don't like. You really can do a whole lot. And full disclosure, y'all know I got the children's. I be in the car 90% of the time. So I have not been sitting in, even if I'm there, I'm probably driving 70% of the call. So I haven't been able to take in, like, just get, y'all know what I'm talking about. Just sit down and get comfortable with the new 7. This is just me going to GPT, dropping in a few places, fiddling around with it, and that's it. I think we got a question from Cynthia. Let me make sure I'm no longer sharing my screen. My screen is stopped sharing, correct? Okay.
Correct.
Mhm. Hey, Cynthia, you had a question?
Yes, I almost forgot. Thank you. Speaking of Midjourney 7 changing everything and how it was literally helping us to create prompts. I notice now that it's not doing that. It's not giving us prompts. Will that come back, please?
No, it's why I created the GPT. When they updated the algorithm, when they put in tile and remix, they took that away. So when they did the enhance and all that, so I created the GPT so we would be able to create new prompts, optimize and iterate. It made it a lot easier for us to do that with the GPT.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
I was so disappointed that it wasn't giving us that anymore.
Oh, that really, we loved that, but they took it away. And that was it was like an Easter egg for all of us. And then the moment that we realized that, we were like this, oh no. Yeah, they took it away. They took it away. But now you have my GPT that allows you to do that. And like I tell everybody about the new V7, the thing that I love the most about it was the change of the fact that we are able to get just regular everyday people and the emotional changes that happen with it. And that is one of the reasons why I wrote the GPT, so that you're able to have things and show things that are not able to be seen and people weren't able to prompt for before. I love that about this GPT, because you're able to feed prompts in there, have it do things that you weren't able to see before. So like is this Martine? Is that you showing?
Uh-huh.
Martine is showing this comes from the, and you guys got this in the class. There is a prompt guide that comes in that is called Emotions with the class, and it has all of these prompts in there that allows you to iterate on emotions that you weren't able to get, because there were all these model-esque emotions that came from Midjourney. And now we're able to get people who look normal, not models, with emotions. And when I created it and created the GPT, it came from this narrative base that you're able to get these different emotions. And now that we're able to take it from generator to generator to generator, where it still looks good in every single generator, I'm super excited about that, especially going from ideogram to Canva. As you can see, Martine, can you bring up some of the images of the young lady down below in Canva? you see how the facial expressions are really genuine and strong, and it doesn't look like she's too cartoonish, because before when we did the emotions, they always look like you're like, ew, I don't really like that. But now it's still, she still looks good, but she has a genuine emotion. And that all comes from the prompt structure that is placed in that the GPT. And you're
Yeah,
able,
I was really impressed with how these came out. She looks like a girl that I went to school with.
right. And it just, I loved everything what about emotions. And like I said, that comes from when you take the class, you get these 4 prompt guides, one which is emotions, the other one which is lime cream, another one which is abstracts, and then the GPT has its own prompt guide that has what I call iterations, where you're able to place an image in there, and the GPT gives you other usages for the images that you wouldn't even possibly think of. So, and that's what Martine was saying, that it iterates on itself, and gives you other uses for images.
Oh, for sure. I was like, wait a minute. It did some storytelling things, and I was like, I didn't even, I wouldn't have thought to make these decisions. I didn't know these decisions existed. And I was like, I was telling the team, I was like, oh, I'm getting back to enjoying what got me into prompting with art, because the GPT is acting as my real life assistant to help close the gaps on some things that I didn't consider when I think about my art. I also wanted to show you this set. This set is from Ideogram. So, because they've all made these improvements, all of them have. But the GPT is, to Cynthia's question, is filling the gap on the prompts, so you can have a stronger prompt no matter where you go. And remember, my little trick is when I want to see what it's gonna do in Canva, I do put the prompt back in her GPT and I say optimize for Canva. And I find that it gives me a different look that I'm very, very happy with. I just want to make sure I put all that out there. So before because I got some direct messages like, where's the link? Where's the link? So I'm gonna put the link in there, but a couple things. If you're a Patreon subscriber, okay, you have the GPT as part of your Patreon subscription. Hey, exclusive benefits when you're in the Patreon. It's all you just get some benefits. All right. But it's not too late. If you're going to sign up for Regina's class Thursday, the GPT is going to be in there as well. If you are in the group that says, I don't necessarily need a class, I just want the GPT, she's actually made the GPT available for you as its own separate piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop both of these in the chat for you so that you have them and you can make the decision that works best for you. I feel like, as someone who hasn't, because I wasn't even in town, I was in Colorado, so I didn't get to take her class Saturday. As someone who hasn't taken the class, I feel like I'm just getting started. Like, I'm like, oh, I need to learn some more about Midjourney 7 so that I can get even better. That's kind of how I'm walking away right now, just because I haven't had class yet. So that's my position. So Sonia, this is a separate GPT that's tied to her level 3 class. So it's only available through her level 3 class. She has a different GPT she did this month. That's for our tier 1 participants. Great question. And that's it for me. I loved it. I can't wait to learn some more.
Yeah, it was one of those things where when I started playing with emotions, I want to show a couple of because there is another prompt guide for the people who are coming on the 17th. I'm going to give you a preview. Do you see that? This is what the beauty of 7. You see those images? This is what 7 is doing. It's giving us images that we did not get prior. pinpoint images that we just were not getting before. The colorization, the change, just beautiful, gorgeous images. And these images came directly from the prompts from the GPT, from the emotion series. And I'm going to be giving more. I love these. These remind me like of Pink, like something that Pink would do. And they all come from the emotions. And you can feel the emotion. You can see what's going on with them. And they're all, and I think for me, instead of we've gone through this whole period of glam, and now Midjourney has gone, even though we still have glam, look at that. Um, we've gone through this whole period of glam, but now they're doing on the street, people that you see on the street, they're doing all of those images. Everyday people that you can prompt for doing look, I love that one. Doing everyday things. So if you want to up your Midjourney prompting skills, you can use the GPT, but I would love for you guys to come to the class on the 17th so we can have the conversation, do the interaction. You can talk to me about workflow because I'm going to give you guys my workflow of how I do this and how I get the images that I get. It's going to be really amazing. So I can't wait to see you guys on the 17th. And Patreon subscribers, you guys get to come to the 17th. It is a TRM approved class. So if you were not in the class on Saturday, you are also able to come to the class on the 17th. Okay.
Stephanie, Cynthia said, look at God. Look at him. He's working it out. See, working it out in my favor.
And again, that's why we keep saying that Patreon is so beneficial, right? Because I'm a long-time educator, and one thing I know about teaching people is the more times they get in front of people to be introduced to content than reintroduce, the stronger you are in the long run. And when we're talking about adult learning, especially adult learning by choice, even though the rest of society plays this game of, I just need to learn it one time and I got it. That's a lie. We get on these jobs, 20 years, and year after year you get better, and then eventually it's like butter. It's because we took the time to learn, because that's how we was eating. Okay, so when we're getting out here into our own businesses, you really need to you need more than one touch point to really get invested and able to move yourself further with the skills that you're trying to grow. All right. We got a couple questions in the chat. Okay, let me clarify. Patreon subscribers, the GPT part is in the course that Regina has for you. It's going to be a part of her replay folder. She's getting the replay folder to you by tonight. All right. So Patreon subscribers, you'll have it by the end of the night. It'll have the GPT, the replay, everything. Okay. Deme says, can you go back over? Yes. So the 15th. So today and tomorrow, I always say the 10th through the 15th is like the best time to join, because you get access to all of last month's GPTs, because the 15 ain't over yet till it's over. Plus you get the first the 3 classes for the new month. So essentially you get 3 replays and 3 lives because of when you joined, because you're joining you get access to everything the moment that you're there. However, after the 15th, we take those 3 classes out. We take the replays go away, and we're only focusing on the 3 lives. So you definitely, if you've been on the fence, the 10th through the 15th of the month is the best time to purchase that tier 3. Okay. And listen, you stay or go for whatever that works for you. If you like, I can only do it this month, just do it this month. We'll see you next time. We understand. We understand. But this is our way of giving you the best we have to offer from all three of us at as low a rate we can, while still being able to support our families. Okay. So if you just come in and hang with us a little while and you got to go later, it's okay. There's no love lost. Okay. So Demi, I hope that answers your
Not at
question.
all.
It's just about when you join, and you're joining in these last 5 days. And so you get the 3 replays because they're still there, and you get the 3 new classes because you just joined. All right.
I was trying to look for the hand signal so I can raise my hand up, but I know that a couple of people bought it. A couple of my GPTs. It's one that I went and double checked it. So what I had to do was I had to recreate the GPT. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna offer it, the GPT, in the chat so you can have whoever bought it. I know Cassandra had purchased one, but I just want to make sure that the right person get the GPT. Okay. Thank you for letting me interrupt. I do apologize for interrupting, but I just want to make sure they get.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You are perfectly fine.
Okay. And it's in there. Okay. So.
What was that?
So because of my mistake, I didn't update it. So I guess I got to give it up.
Look, we're not gonna be mad about it. I just want you to know that, you know, we're not gonna be mad that you gave us another GPT.
Oh,
No
okay.
one's gonna be mad about that at all. But I would like to say, because I didn't get a chance to show anything that I had done from Regina's GPT, and that's fine because I know time is of the essence. I just need y'all to know this.
Just go ahead.
If
Show
you
us.
can remember our GPT, like, no, I'm sorry, when Midjourney first came out, okay? If you can remember that back that far, all right? Do y'all remember how we used to have to prompt? Like this is why we all had prompt engineer behind our name, because when Midjourney first came out, you had to know how to prompt. This is what 7 is doing, okay? If you don't know how to prompt, you're not gonna like 7. You're not gonna like it. You're gonna be mad when you put something in there and you get something out, and we back at that again, okay? We're back, okay? Just know that what Regina's GPT does is it takes all of the work away from you. You don't have to think about anything at this point. You put in and go back and grab some of your old prompts, okay? Put them things in Regina's GPT and let it polish it for you, because it's called prompt polisher for a reason. That is what it does. It polishes that prompt to the T. It gives you ideas that you never would have thought about, okay? I don't even know if she knew that her GPT did all the things that it do. It do all of it, okay? It give you all the different little.
You got a request to show your stuff, and I still gotta do the prize wheel. Go ahead. Don't show your stuff.
Okay. See, I have issues when I be showing my stuff because people be like, we can see your screen and we can see. I be having issues when I be trying to share my screen. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh, please. It does
got
give
a
you prompt
request.
spark. That's what it is.
Yeah, it really does. I was like, oh wait, I ain't even learned everything I need to learn yet. I was like, all right. Also Monica she's got Mime and Cream. Regina's her background, and it's the bomb. I was like, oh, let me go look and find Monica's screen.
Okay, so I don't even know where to go. Okay, this is my GPT. Okay, this is Teacher Bay. Okay, let me just take it out of there. This Teacher Bay. This was mine, right? I took this prompt from Teacher Bay. I put it in the prompt polisher. Okay, put it in there. I don't know if I put it in ideogram or not, but I know I put it into Midjourney. Is my screen changing? Did it change?
It's changing now.
Okay. All right. So that prompt that I took from my GPT, put it in prompt polisher, and I brought it over into Midjourney. This is what it did with my prompts. Okay. Then I took said prompt into Canva. Let me show you what it did over here. Now, I did like Martine said, I told it to optimize this prompt for Canva's new AI interface. I did say that to the GPT. I told it to do that. And then this is what it gave me in Canva. Did it switch over? Issues. I just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
So these are different iterations in Canva. Okay, I think this one was cinematic. This one was illustration. And then I think this was 3D because they was a little scary, but just, just know that it did do all the different things. Okay. Also, I want to go on ideogram real quick so I can show y'all what lime cream, which was one of Regina's prompt guys that's in there, what lime cream is given over here on this side. Don't y'all see this as a set of stickers? Can't y'all see it? Can't y'all see it happening?
I love the lime cream. I need to go get me some sorbet. I done got hungry.
Yeah, lime cream is doing all the things. Oh, here go Teacher Bay. Here she go with ideogram. Here she is. She showed up over here too. Just know, y'all see all this abstract stuff? Uh-huh. That's one of y'all prompt guys. I need y'all to y'all see all that? It's one of your prompt guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if y'all don't take this class, that's on y'all. But
yeah, I love lime cream.
The GPT.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me. Y'all
Just
need the
so you guys
GPT
know.
because I'm telling you that it's not gonna. You ain't gonna get what you want in 7. Now Regina gonna teach you how to get what you need if you take the class. But if you don't get to take the class, you need this GPT, especially if you don't know how to prompt. I don't even worry about 7. Stay in 6.1 if you don't know how to prompt. Because 7 gonna make you mad, okay? 7 gonna hurt your feelings. But that GPT will give you everything that you need to know, okay? The GPT will get you together in 7 if you're not a strong prompter. I don't want nobody to get discouraged. I want you to either take that class or get the GPT so that you don't get discouraged about what 7 has going on over there. Because the people say 7 for grown folks. It is. You need to be mature. You need to be mature, okay? For 7. You got to be mature in your prompting for 7 to give you what you need to get. Unless you get that GPT, because GPT gonna get you together. Take the class or get the GPT. Make it easy on yourself.
And
That's all I have.
I love the GPT and I love the prompt guides that come with the class. And I see that Monica said that she is going to do lime cream wall art because, you know, the one thing that I'm really good at is I'm a really great trend spotter. And being able to go in, spot the trend, create the prompt guide is an art form. So I was able to do that. And not only was I able to do that, I was able to teach a 9-year-old with the help of the GPT to create the prompt guide because Lime Cream was created by a 9-year-old. And she was able to create the prompts, curate it, and and help me put it together. So, and that was done in one evening before the class. And she was very meticulous about that lime cream, very meticulous. So I'm super excited and that is part of the class. So that prompt guide is in the class. There's 4 prompt guides in the class. There is the one that comes with the GPT, lime cream, emotions, and the abstracts. And everybody knows that I love to create. So it is probably going to be an emotions 2 that is going to be part of the class because I am still iterating on that. And I might come up with some more abstracts because, you know, there is a lot of pop art that's out there with some cherries and all the things. So I'm excited about that.
We got a couple questions in the chat. Cynthia said Cynthia's a Patreon subscriber, so Patreon subscribers listen up because I'm going to answer that question for you guys. So she said, is Thursday's class an add-on to the V7 class that we just took place, or it's the same class that already took place? Same class, Cynthia, that already took place. But what Regina did was she gave Patreon subscribers like a first look, an early look, so they can get more repetitions in as they continue to learn Midjourney 7. Tracy Hodge as so this GPT is included in the class. If we sign up tomorrow, we will get the repeats. Yep, you will get all the repeats that happen for everyone else. And you can take the class on Thursday by joining the Patreon. But it's not at tier 1, Tracy, it's at tier 3. Yep. It's not at tier 1, Tracy. That's the only thing it's gonna be tier 3. Okay, so tier 3, our classes are on tier 3, our co-working's on tier 2, GPTs and art is on tier 1. Tier 3, you get everything. Tier 2, you get co-working plus art plus GPTs. Tier 1, you get art and GPTs. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the benefit.
That's what I was thinking. Like, those of you who were able to attend the class on Saturday, who may still have questions, this is going to be great for you. You'll have a chance to play around a little bit, but you'll be in the building to ask questions, right? And you will know what questions to ask because you will have played with it before then. So my suggestion is watch the replay, come on Thursday with your questions, but play first. Don't just be coming in there asking a whole bunch of questions. Watch the replay, play around with it so you know what questions to ask to help you move forward. Okay.
All right, Martine. I think, look, it's about that time.
And I'm ready for that time because some folks around here ain't took no bath, so y'all know what the rest of this night gonna look like. Let me go and get it up. Let me go and get the screen up. You already know. Like, try not to holler and have myself unmuted at the same time. All right, let's see. What we giving away tonight, ladies? I'll be giving away a Canva seat, and I'll let you choose which of the 3 classes you want. It doesn't have to be 3, it could be 1, 2, or 3 based on what your needs are. So I'll be giving away a seat to the Canva Frames series. What else are we giving away tonight?
I am giving away.
I know Regina said she was gonna give away a seat.
I'm giving away a seat.
I need to ask William though, is he still giving away 2 of the Mother's Day GPTs since he done gave away 2 other GPTs for the night? I have
That's
to
a good
ask
question.
questions. I don't know.
Yes, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay. You've been very generous this evening. I didn't want to put no pressure on you. I just want to ask.
Oh,
That's true.
Because you've
That's
been
true.
generous. You have been.
Sure, it's been Christmas in April for real. All right, well, I think I was up first, so I'll do the first spin. This will be for the Canva seat, 1 seat from the Canva series.
Alrighty.
All right, Davina Osborne. Congratulations.
Okay. Congratulations.
Right, and let's see, what are we doing next?
Williams too.
Okay. We go to Diane Skinner. Congratulations, Diane.
Congratulations.
All right, it's the second one of Williams GPT.
Yes.
Stephanie.
I'll tell you, Stephanie I think she
Maybe
got
she
a
don't
lucky
play.
rabbit's foot over there or something.
I don't know. You know, she got a direct line to the father, so you know. All right, so
Hey, she got him on the main line.
She got him on the main line.
This will be for Regina's Thursday class.
All right.
Drum roll, please.
Miss Lula. Congratulations, Miss Lula.
Come on, Miss Lula.
And I think that's all we have for
Look at
tonight.
God. Look at him.
Look at God.
That's
Look
all
at
that we have. Oh, Miss Lula. Boy, Miss Lula Midjourney about to be on point. You hear me?
Man, look.
And
She
look at
already
it.
got her women walking. She didn't think I ain't see them women walk. So, oh, she got the women walking
Oh,
to
Miss
man I ain't
Lula.
see.
That's amazing.
And I love your lime cream background. A lavish life over there. I see it. I see you,
We
lime
see
cream
you.
in the background. I see you.
We see you. She is making it happen. Ooh, that is beautiful, isn't it? It is fabulous.
It really is.
It's
Regina,
fabulous.
your class is listed as Central. You have it listed for CTD, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yep. Miss Cynthia's Central Standard Time is what's listed, and usually we all do CTD, so you should be good. Don't forget Wednesday we have co-working with me. Thursday, Regina's got her Midjourney class, and that'll be the beginning of our next cycle.
Mhm.
Yeah. I will have my schedule up one day this week to let you guys know when my co-working and my second part to the Reels class is.
Well, this was a wonderful, wonderful time. We thank you guys for all coming, and we will. Oh, hey, Miss Lewis, you have your hand up.
Yes, one quick question. I
Mhm.
didn't. I heard Talya just mention it, but are you gonna do your coloring this week, or you gonna put it off?
Oh yeah. Oh, no, ma'am. On
I'm sorry.
Tuesday
I know
we
you
will be
said your
doing.
okay. I know you said your schedule. I just, gonna try to tune in. I want to be all over
No,
the
no, no,
place.
no. Color Me Calm will be in full effect on Tuesday, 6 p.m.
Tuesday.
Central Standard Time, 7 Eastern.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
God,
All of you
we
all.
shall be
Everyone.
there. Yes.
Also,
We'll
guys,
be there.
I'm gonna drop the TRM calendar in the chat. You can add it to your own calendar, and that's where we make updates and changes. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm also gonna ask you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are like 25 people away from 100 subscribers, and I'm like, we gotta get this milestone. So I'm actually gonna drop the calendar in the chat, and I'm gonna ask you as our last parting request just to give us a follow. The replays are there, the links to all the resources are there. Have people been watching? Yes, I've been like, because we don't really talk about it that much, and every now and then I'll be like, damn, we got 50 views for something we don't even talk about. I'm like, all right then, I don't know who watching.
We
And
coming. We come. Y'all just hold on to this summer. Okay, hold on. We gonna prepare to be sick of us this summer. My last day of school is May the 7th.
And my children out of school all summer, so freedom.
That is exciting. Well,
when I get away from these children.
So we are excited that you guys came. Once again, thank you, William, for being a part of TRM for a year. As Talya stated, Color Me Calm is on Tuesdays. Don't forget, Midjourney Monday is this Monday. It is at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. And I can't wait. I'm not going to go over how to do 7. We are going to go over issues and problems with 7 because we are still having issues and problems. With 7, I may go over tiling because people are having problems with tiling with 7 because they don't understand why they're not getting seamless tiles with 7. And that is something simple and easy to do. That is probably all I'm really going to go over is how to get a seamless pattern in Midjourney 447. Because everybody's like, oh, you can do vertical, horizontal. You cannot. You cannot. I don't know why people lie.
Teach the people.
I'm like,
Teach the people.
I'm listening to people on video and going like this. You cannot do that. Why are people lying to people? But I digress. I digress.
Lying because we don't have you on YouTube. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Erica. That day.
Yes, Erica.
Thank you,
Yes.
Erica.
Woo!
Thank you, Erica.
Erica came in hot, didn't she? She came in hot.
Monkey.
She came in nice and smooth. I don't know what you're talking about. It was chef's kiss.
Get her, Erica. Get her.
Like, I can't do that. I can't do that. And Erica's like, but yeah. Okay, Erica. Erica, keep pushing. Keep pushing me in the back. Keep pushing me in the back. Erica's like, stop holding on by your feet off the cliff. Stop.
Listen,
Oh.
we gonna give you a life vest. We gonna give you one. Jump on in the water. We gonna
like, you can swim. You can swim.
We'll leave you in the kiddie pool. Just jump in. The water's fine.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Eyes coming. I'm coming. Subscribe. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you guys for
thank
subscribing.
y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. All the replays are there. All the links are there.
So I will be there Midjourney Mondays. Don't forget, I will be there. I will be there. I will be there. Even if you do not see it on the DCT calendar, I am there every single Monday. I am there. I will send out an email. Martine sends out, she's the queen of email. She will send out an email about it as well with the link for you guys to join. Haven't decided what the SREF Insiders is going to be. I might do a homage to William. Don't know yet.
Yes.
Maybe. Because he has been super, super generous with his giveaways today. So it might be an homage. Let's see.
Go, William. It's your birthday. Go,
Right.
William.
Appreciate him for that. So thank you guys again. Thank you for coming to Color Me Calm. We love having you there. Talya is about to go on a new journey as far as coloring is concerned, and I want you guys to support her as she goes on this new journey. Thank you for supporting Martine. It's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays now for Martine's walking, for her motivations every single morning. I see her as I'm turning over. I'm like, oh, look at Martine walking. Look at Martine.
I be on my way to work watching her. Oh, look at Martine.
Look at Martine walking. Sleepy.
You're so
Look at Martine walking. Look at her go. I appreciate her. I love how she is so transparent. And she's going to be going over Canva things on her walks. So, tune in for that because she has become a Canva aficionado. If you guys didn't see, she had her thinking cap on, which she received from Canva.
They sent me swag. I was like, hey, now me. All right.
So she had her thinking cap on. So join her for that. We are moving slowly but surely over to TikTok. So TikTok, here we come. We are going to be like the Chinese who are invading.
They dragging us kicking and screaming. They dragging us kicking and screaming. But we
are coming over to TikTok. We move it in like gangbusters. Boom. To TikTok. We are coming over to TikTok. So we're excited about that as well, to do some foundational teaching as well. So you guys you'll get some TRM learning over there as well. So we're excited about that.
Oh, did y'all see my reels that I did this weekend? Y'all saw my hauls? Okay. They was quick reels. They was my hauls from Ross and Ollie's and my coloring books I got from Coco Michelle.
Because she does what?
I just want to see
real time. In real time.
In real time.
In real time. In real time. You guys,
Go check my reels out.
check them reels out. Check them reels out. If you guys have any questions about learning anything, we have some GPTs that are on our Patreon that we used, that we had in our Patreon that are for sale on the outside as well, that our Patreon members got for free because they were included in their membership.
Regina,
Mhm.
I released this month's tonight.
Uh-oh.
So this month's Teacher Bay, Nursing, and Bloom Architect, they're now in the shop, in the TRM Learning shop.
Ooh.
So because the new ones are coming. The new ones are coming. The new ones are coming. And so yeah. And we write some bomb GPTs. We just enjoy it. We just do. So we are excited that you guys are here and you guys come every single Sunday. And for all of our brand new people who are coming, because we have some brand new GPT creators and people who write really amazing books and who are coming on the show that are upcoming, and we can't wait for you to meet them that are coming. For you productivity creators, we definitely want you guys to come on because we want that to add and move and grow our businesses for everyone that is connected to TRM. So thank you guys so much for coming. And Talya, it is on you, ma'am.
God bless y'all. Thank y'all and good night. We'll see y'all on Tuesday for Color Me Calm, Wednesday for Martine's co-working session, and Thursday for Regina's class. You need it. So go ahead and sign up. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I love y'all. See y'all Tuesday for Color Me Calm. Bye-bye now.